Hey YouTube, good day. So this is going to be a VR to Wes S's subscriber appreciation giveaway that he's doing. He wants to know about why a bug out bag, Bob, is important. It's kind of self-explanatory to a lot of us, I think, but for the unindoctrinated or the still quizzical people, the bug out bag is, I consider it a last resort. I think that it is the least likely of all my scenarios. When I look at it, I look at there might be 3 scenarios where I'm using a bug out bag, but that doesn't mean I don't think they're good to have. And really, if you do any type of camping or anything like that, you've already got a little bit of that kit set up. But they're important for those scenarios that you can't expect, and also in the end, you can fully expect that you're eventually going to run out of resources at your location, or your position is going to be overrun in a long-term scenario. The likelihood that where you are is going to become the center of the universe and like be established around it with this big, great community is not likely. But the chances that eventually you run out of resources after any continued period of time, yeah, you're able to shelter in place for a certain period, but at some point you're going to have to leave due to whatever circumstances, food, water, threats, security threats, you never know. So it's always good to have a bug out plan, backup, bug out equipment to sustain you in that movement, which hopefully ends up at a designated place, which is kind of hard to plan for in a lot of respects, but still something to at least conceptually have of what I'm going to do. I mean, my scenarios are nuclear fallout. I can't escape the nuclear fallout. Mammoth Mountain goes up. You can't. The mountain goes up. We're not going to be able to sustain here long here. And well, a 500-year flood, but the likelihood of that is like a 500-year flood. More like a 1,000-year flood. Not even a 500-year flood would reach us, I don't think. And just extreme rule of law, war, those scenarios where, I mean, in an extreme rule of law situation, I think we're fairly safe with intermediate law enforcement, I guess you'd say. What could potentially go extreme. We're fairly safe until it escalates further. So we would have time to organize and really get some stuff together. All of my bug out plans have me going east, because to go west seems like insanity in 90% of our scenarios. Going to California just does not make sense in most scenarios. So almost all of them are east, maybe slightly southeast from here in a bug out scenario. So it's always good to have that in mind. And why? Why are you bugging out? You know, in the end, it's a loss of resources, a loss of ability to sustain yourself or secure yourself. So having those things just up here and having the equipment to do it is very timely, just part of the planning, just part of being prepared. But also Wes wanted to know about not only why is a bug out bag important, but why we need it. And I'm going to pay this forward. I'd like Wes to forward my winnings, or if I do get selected or whatever, pay it forward. And I'd pay it forward to Tony Norte, Las Vegas, used to be known as Tactical Tony 702. Anybody that's been on my channel any point in time knows pretty much me and Tony have known each other a long time, road dogs together. He's come a long way in his preparedness efforts, and while he's made a lot of improvements and he's working his tail off to do a lot of different things, he's still got a family, you know, and other things to worry about. This would be very useful for him and help him greatly. He just bought some property that is an extended distance away from his location that he can set up as a bug out location now. So this setup would be very beneficial to him and his family. I mean, he's got a little bit of stuff. He goes camping, you know, he's got a little bit of kit, but to have, you know, something like this to make it more robust and cover everybody in the family would be great. So I would ask that Wes, you pay it forward to Tony there, and he'd be much appreciative, I'm pretty sure. So thanks, Wes, for the contest. Probably get some great VRs out of this, I'm sure. It'd be good to go check out. So if you don't know Wes, go check him out. Go check out his contest and make a VR for yourself about why you think bug out bags are important, and why you have one and either need one or pay it forward to somebody else. It's a great contest. Great idea, Wes, and appreciate it. Live free.